The reform of the immigration regulations in Spain is finally approved, and the official text definitely published in the official state gazette, the BOE. This has allowed us to see the definite and official changes that will come into force very soon in the upcoming month. And of course, one of the main blocks that undergoes more changes is that of the arraigos. In this video, we analyze what will happen to the 4 existing arraigos, how the requirements will evolve, and we'll also explore the creation of 2 new arraigos that could probably be the right option for you. So let's get started. Hello everyone, my name is Gerard, I'm the marketing responsible at Balcells Group and Immigration Lawyers Spain, and in today's video we're covering one of the most important topics that are coming up with the new immigration regulation in Spain, which is all that happening to the arraigos. Many of you apply for this residency through exceptional circumstances to legalize your situation, and that is about to change completely. So stay tuned because we're covering all the arraigos, the current ones, how they are being transformed, and what will happen from May 2025 onwards. So, first arraigo we must cover is arraigo social, social arraigo. Why? Perhaps it's the most popular and most processed arraigo figure, and in this case, the arraigo social is maintained within the immigration regulations. However, it will only be applicable to those foreigners under an irregular status who have been in Spain for 2 years and who, 1, are going to create their own business to develop an activity as a self-employed worker, or 2, have relatives who are residents in Spain, and this relative must provide that they have 100% at least of the premium, which is currently 600 euros per month. And also be reminded that these relatives living in Spain must be your parent, children, or spouse, or also the registered partner. Then what happens with those foreigners who want to legalize their status because they are illegal in Spain because they have found the job offer? Well, in that case, they will no longer apply for social arraigo, but for the new socio-labor arraigo. Let's see. As mentioned above, from May 2025 onwards, socio-labor arraigo will be the alternative to the social arraigo if you find a job offer. But what changes does this new socio-labor arraigo bring in comparison to the traditional social arraigo? Well, first of all, the length of stay in Spain in order to be able to apply for this card is reduced from 3 years to just 2. On the other hand, the requirement of the social integration report is eliminated, and this of course will speed up the process quite a lot. The job offer that you find must be of at least 20 hours per week, provided that it guarantees at least the minimum wage in Spain, or that wage that is applicable according to the collective agreement. And finally, you can also process your application using different job contracts with different employers, and that will be completely and also valid. Then, family arraigo. Family arraigo is another type of residency that is maintained within the immigration regulation, also without the need, in this case, to be any time in Spain prior to the application. You can be just 1 week and apply for it if you meet the rest of the requirements, and it will also be a 5-year residency card instead of the 1-year residency that all the rest of arraigos grant. But the thing is that it will no longer be applicable for relatives of Spanish citizens, since this new 5-year residency card as a relative of a Spanish citizen is created for them, but the arraigo familiar will be kept just for parents of minors who are nationals of a member state of the European Union, European Economic Area, or Switzerland, or those who provide support to a disabled person of this nationality, of Spanish nationality. Therefore, right now and until all changes of the immigration reform come into force, if you have Spanish nationality, you can still bring your parents to Spain with the family arraigo, regardless of their age. You just need to demonstrate that you have sufficient economic means without the need to prove that they are dependents. That's true until May 2025. But after the date, family members of Spanish nationals will have to apply for the new card for family members of Spanish citizens. And then, if they are under 80 years of age, you will have to prove that they are dependents on you. Thus, we recommend that you start with the procedure as soon as possible if you wish to benefit from the arraigo familiar as it currently is structured, which is much more beneficial. Then, let's move to training arraigo. Arraigo para la formación, in this case, is transformed into arraigo socioformativo. Although the 2 years in Spain required to be able to apply for this type of arraigo are maintained, this evolution brings with it 2 advantages, novelties, and 1 that is not so advantageous. First of all, the social training arraigo, this arraigo socio-formativo. With it, you will be able to work up to 30 hours per week, the same that happens with the student visa, but only for a company, not as a self-employed worker. Of course, you'll need to combine working hours with lectures. You just have to make sure that the job offer that you find pays at least the minimum wage in Spain, or that defined by collective agreement, proportional to the hours that you're going to be working. On the other hand, the second advantage is that while previously you could apply for Arraigo por la formación, Arraigo for training, only if you could prove your intention to start the training, now you will be able to apply for this evolved Arraigo either if you have already enrolled in the course, if you are already studying, or if you are committed to start the training in the upcoming 2 months. Any of the three would work. And we've said there's a downside. Well, the requirement to obtain a social integration report is introduced as a requirement in this procedure. And finally, let's move to the second chance Arraigo, a new Arraigo created, which is Arraigo de segunda oportunidad in Spanish, which will be for foreigners who have been in Spain for at least 2 years, who had a residence permit in the past but lost it, they could not renew it, and now they'll be able to recover that residency through this new type of Arraigo. The most important thing to understand here is that the residence permit that you held in the past cannot be an Arraigo residency for this procedure to be valid. And furthermore, the reason for losing or not being able to renew the prior card was for reasons that are other than of public order, security, and public health. Finally, the question that we need to answer is, when will all those changes come into force? Well, everything that we've seen in this video is based on the final text published in the BOE officially. We must wait 6 extra months since that publication, which was on the 20th of November 2024. So May 2025, we will be able to see finally all these changes, all these arraigos come into force, and all these requirements being implemented. Until then, this is very important, we may also see slight changes through instructions. So what we recommend is that you subscribe to our YouTube channel, because we will be informing you about all these details. We'll also do extra videos on each of these arraigos, on all changes on each residence permit. So subscribe if you haven't done so. And if you have any doubts, send us an email at info@balcelgroup.com. We are more than happy to make sure that you succeed in your immigration goals. See you in the next one.